In today's video, I'm going to be continuing on with my Tarkov mini-series, going over some budget weapon builds for you guys to take out into some raids and hopefully be very effective with. If you aren't familiar on how this series works, I'm going to be breaking down a different weapon per episode, breaking it down, giving you the parts list, giving you how much the weapon's going to cost to build, and then showing you some in-raid highlights of me using this weapon, showing you that it can be used, and showing that I really do like using each of these weapons. Before we get started, I just want to answer a quick question that was brought to my attention through the comments of the last video. This question is, why don't I use the flea market for these videos? Sometimes you can get things cheaper on the flea market, which I do know, and you only need to be level 5 to use the flea market. And yes, I know it is a very good tool to use, but I'm giving you trader pricing because it is so consistent. The flea market prices change all the time, so if I give you, say, this weapon's going to cost 60 grand, and then you go onto the flea market and it costs 85, you're not going to be expecting it. Whereas if I want to use trader pricing, you can always go to the flea market to hopefully find something cheaper, but at least the price is going to be consistent on what to expect when you're building this weapon yourself. So anyway, back to the video. Last episode I did an AK-74N, which you guys seem to love. It was really cheap, and if you want to watch it, then a card annotation will be on screen now for you, as well as a link in the description. But this time we're going to be going for another really popular choice throughout the world of Tarkov. This is a budget M4A1. For this build, the traders that you're going to need are Mechanic, Skier and Peacekeeper. Make sure you have Mechanic to at least level 2 and Skier and Peacekeeper to loyalty level 3. Having these traders at this level will allow you to build this weapon fully, and trust me, it is an absolute monster in combat. To build this weapon, the parts you're going to need are the M4 standard itself. You get that from Peacekeeper loyalty level 2, that is $575. We're then going to buy the CAC RIS handguard from Peacekeeper level 2 also, that's $69. We are then going to buy the MPR 45 degree canted backup mount from Peacekeeper level 2 for $32. Going all the way to Peacekeeper level 3 now, we're going to buy the overmolded pistol grip, and that is $29, but I do see these a lot cheaper on the flea market very often, so maybe check there for this item at least. We're then going to make our way over to Mechanic. At loyalty level 2 we're going to pick up the Pick Block Windhelm gas block, that is 5,665 roubles. Then staying on Mechanic level 2 we're going to pick up the M-Bus front sight for 2,542 roubles and the M-Bus rear sight from Mechanic level 2 for 3,744 roubles. Moving over to Skier loyalty level 3 we're going to pick up the RK04 grip for 6,804 roubles. We're staying on Skier loyalty level 3 we're going to pick up the PWS CQB muzzle brake, and that is for 10,790 roubles. Then back onto Peacekeeper, we're going to level 3 now, and we're going to pick up the MOE stock for $68. And then finally, the rubber butt pad to go on the MOE stock, that's Peacekeeper level 3 also for $48. But you can also pick it up from Skier level 3 for 5,162 roubles, depending on your preference. Using the conversion rate of 108 rubles to $1, the total for this weapon is 117,978 rubles. For an M4 this isn't a lot, however if you don't want to spend that kind of money on a weapon that kicks ass, then maybe go for an MDR. This doesn't require any modding at all for it to be decent. Sacrifice the fire rate and sacrifice some accuracy. Just attach a scope to this weapon and you're ready to rock and roll, and that'll save you about 40,000 rubles. So it's up to you what you want to use, but this M4 absolutely kicks ass. The main thing you want to focus on is ammo. If you can get your hands on M995, keep it or sell it. It's so expensive at the moment, it's not worth running. I recommend running M856A1 if you can get your hands on it, but any ammo you can afford, put that in your weapon because all ammo can kill, just hit them in the right spots. Now before I take this weapon into some raids and show you that it could be absolutely dominant in multiple different situations, the reason I'm using a canted sight, as many people might ask in the comments, is because at the moment it completely negates an ergonomic stat if you're aiming down sight on a canted sight. If you're aiming down with say something like a PK06 on a canted sight, it's actually a lot quicker than if you were to aim down sights normally. It's a bug, so it will be fixed in the future, but as of right now it's a very good thing to use. That's not the only thing though, before you call me out for bug abusing, I also like putting a longer range scope optic on the top rail of this weapon. I use the Monstrum 2x32 or something like a Valde scope on the top of this weapon just to get some shots off in the distance while keeping a canted sight for close range combat. While the types of sights are up to you to use, I do recommend that you have a longer range optic on top and a short range optic on the canted sight, just for this weapon being more versatile in different combat situations on the different maps. But anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's show you some raid highlights and show you that this weapon can absolutely destroy even the heaviest of targets.
Hold.
Yeah, someone
Where?
on the right hand side, towards Grandma's somewhere. You're both staying still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something's moving. Or either
It's
somebody's
like-
glitched.
It's like by that tree on the right there.
I might be glitched. I hear bushes though.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. But it doesn't sound like it's you.
I don't know what the fuck that was either. That was like one of us, maybe the sound was lagging.
Does it stop now?
Yeah, I can't hear anything now. I can hear you.
Alright, got a guy in front going up the ramp.
Where?
He's getting ready to go up the ramp. Two guys, they're coming directly at us. Alright, they're coming directly
Yeah,
at
I
us.
see him. We'll wait until we get a clear line of sight. One of them's around right. Yeah,
Are they
I see
on
him.
the ramp?
No. They're going left.
Yeah, they're
Wait
going.
for them to pass. They sound like they're going maybe to the tower.
Yep, they are. Drops one. Drops a second.
I still don't see anything. How far?
About 100 meters.
Alright. On the hill.
Just on the hill, yeah. You got the dip and you got the hill. One was in the dip. The second guy I killed was in the dip.
Alright.
Someone coming up on our right, behind us.
Take
Yep.
him, take him. Whoever's moving, I'm not moving.
He's just ran right behind us then.
Yep.
See him?
No, I hear him.
Where's he going? Resort?
No.
Back towards the way we came
It's the
from.
hatchling. He's dead.
Alright, now I've got eyes on both bodies. Okay, now I know. Anything. Samosh, if you want to come up and loot them, I'm going to sit on the other side of this hill just in case he wants to come back up. I think third guy bugged out. Maybe.
There is definitely movement at the top of the hill towards weather treatment.
I am. Where at?
I don't see shit, bud.
So it's literally towards the direction you were facing. It's more to the right of the weather station.
Under the pylon?
No, no. In
Whereabouts?
between the two pylons, literally smack bang in the middle of them. It's moving about in between the trees, back and forth.
That's a bush.
There's two of them. Oh yeah, you might be right actually.
It's a bush.
Yeah,
Alright, I'm gonna lay on the bodies.
yeah, I'm behind you watching in front of you.
Oh, these guys were geared. Oh, these guys were so geared. Oh, I see someone.
Where at?
They're up by the wall where that scav spawns. There's some movement.
Like towards Villa.
No, no, no. In the hills. Heading towards Villa there. Heading that way. Not heading Villa, sorry. Heading towards around the swamp by the wall.
You might be able to see me from where you're at. I'm moving across this ridge line, moving up to him.
He's shooting at me. He's behind the rock. Behind the rock with a green thing on it.
Okay. If I see him, I'm gonna go ahead and take it.
Yep. Is that you?
No.
That's an M4 now. Shot up. Shot up twice. Heading down behind the hills, two of them.
Yeah. Back up and let him come across. I've got perfect eyes on them if they come across this field.
Dropped one.
You up?
Yeah, I dropped one.
Okay, good. I don't see the second.
Neither do I.
I'm looking to where I last seen him left. Who did you drop? One with the M4 or one with the AK?
I don't know, it wasn't close, it was back by them rocks where the green crate is.
Okay. There's still one that's over here by that telephone pole.
I'm on the bottom of that telephone pole.
Okay.
He may have backpedaled towards that rock still.
Smosh, there was definitely a guy that was up there around you, I think.
Where?
He's right there behind the fucking tree. I seen him at the last second. Damn it. I didn't know if he was looking at me. He's looking dead at me.
Got them both. Oh my god, you're geared as fuck. It's so long to load shit as well. I'd like to thank you all for staying to the end of this video, but before I end it, I'd like to tell you something about Shadow. Shadow is a company that I'm working with to promote max gaming PC settings anywhere you are. Shadow is a cloud-based subscription service which allows you to subscribe $30 a month and you can play any games max settings anywhere you are, which means you can have a broken up PC, a shitty laptop or a Mac, and you can still play games like Tarkov in max settings, 1440p, 60 FPS, and this is actually how I record all my gameplay and stream Tarkov at this point in time. So if you liked how the game looked in this video, then check out the description and it'll take you to Shadow's website. You can do more research there, and if you do decide to sign up, you'll get $10 off your first month. Thank you so much everyone. Toodle pip, cheerio, enjoy your evening.